Check 1 2 1 2. All right, let's talk about some lights. So today we're going to talk about Lupo's new Superpanel Full Color 60, which is their newest and biggest light. It's also their most expensive full color light. If you've been watching the channel for any period of time, you know that I'm a big fan of Lupo's lights. And I'm going to go over some of the reasons why right now. First off, Lupo as a company is pretty mature in the lighting space, meaning their company's been around for a little while. So they've had time to make incremental improvements on their products. So the first version of the Superpanel Full Color 60 it's a soft light. I have a DOP choice grid on it right now. But the first version of their panel, it didn't have any like USB ports or anything. So even though they were working on new effects and new firmware, you couldn't actually update it yourself. But on all their panels now, they all have the USB port. So as they come out with new firmware updates, you can update it yourself. They've also improved all the build quality on all of their lights, and not just on the new lens diversions. If you buy one of these soft panels, it'll also have the new USB ports and all the improvements to build quality as well. But they've been around long enough to have time to make those decisions. Another reason I really like Lupo's lights is because they are super lightweight. They weigh like less than half as much as the SkyPanel competitors. This is their biggest light, and I think without any batteries, it weighs this much. I don't know, it's like less than 20 pounds. And their Superpanel Full Color 30 soft, I think this one only weighs like 9 pounds, if that. The thing about having lightweight lights is they're a lot easier to rig everywhere. You don't need to buy really expensive sandbags and huge stands and I have 5 of Lupo's lights on the stand behind me, and I've just got one little 15-pound sandbag on the C-stand. Another thing I like about Lupo's lights is all the full color lights all have the same interface. It's also one of the best interfaces for this type of light. So when you go into hue, saturation, intensity mode, you've got one knob for hue, one knob for saturation, and one knob for intensity. And all the knobs have hard stops on each end of the knob, so it doesn't continuously spin, which makes selecting a color really, really easy, which is really important. So say I wanted to select a Gerald Undone purple or something. Done. On other lights, you're usually twisting and dialing in numbers, and it takes a lot longer to pick the color that you want. That's also one of the reasons why I've been recommending pretty much everyone for their first full color light in about the $700 range to grab one of the Lupo Action Panel full colors, because it's pretty much one of the Superpanel full colors, but in this tiny little compact form factor. It comes with its own little nice plastic sheet of diffusion. I've already done a review on it, but the most important thing to me is it has really great color quality, and it's got the same exact interface as all their professional panels. So you can use it to pick colors really easily. So if you start working with one of their action panels, you can graduate up to their bigger panels and still know exactly how to use them because all of the interfaces on their panels are identical. Another thing I also really like about Lupo is they're still incrementally updating their old products too. So this is their old Superpanel dual color. So it's got the identical interface, of course, to all their full color panels, except for it only has 2 knobs, one for intensity and one for color. But what Lupo did is they updated all their dual color panels so they were 50% brighter. And when they did that, they waited 3 months. And anyone that ordered one of those panels in those 3 months, they got the new brighter panel, but they didn't know that it's been updated. So after 3 months of sending out new updated panels, then they told everyone, hey, as of 3 months ago, all of our dual color panels were 50% brighter. So they were courteous to customers that were, purchasing, so no one had buyer's remorse. So I really like the way that they handled that upgrade. Lupo also has a small pocket light line now. They have the Smart Panel dual color, which I did talk about a little bit in one of my previous videos, but now they also have their, I guess they're calling it their kick-ass full color pocket light, because it's basically their little pocket smart panel, but it's full color. Another thing I really like about Lupo's lights is they can all be powered by either AC or battery. So of course this one I've got powered with 2 VMAP batteries from Bebob. This one, I have the AC bricks on there, but I'm not using them. I'm actually powering it with one of the DNO lighting batteries down here. But if I wanted to, I could just plug these bricks in and then it'd be on AC power. The AC power bricks, between their bigger panels and their smaller panels are all interchangeable. So you can go between AC power or VMAP power, between the full color 30 and the full color 60, or the dual color 30 and all the other variants of that line. And you can switch out the VMAP plates and the AC bricks, interchangeably, so you don't have to buy a whole bunch of every accessory for every light. And because they've been around for a while and their product line is so mature, they've also got a full color variant, a dual color variant, a hard or a soft variant of pretty much all of their big professional lights. So you can get the full color 60 in a hard lensed version or a soft version, which I have here. So they're both full color lights. One has lenses, one doesn't. But you can also get these in dual color, so they have more maximum output on the CCT range. You can also do that with their full color 30s or the dual color 30s. They have soft and hard versions. One of my favorite lights personally is the Superpanel Full Color 30 Soft. It's the first light that I actually had from Lupo, and it's still one of my favorite because it's super easy to use, it's that great interface, and it's so lightweight. And it can be VMAP powered, and so I can stick this thing anywhere. It doesn't weigh anything. It's just one of the best lights. But when you need more power, of course, that's when you need to start looking at the lensed version of the full color 30 or the full color 60. Now, if you had a budget for one big, great light and you were kind of debating between like the full color 60 soft and the full color 60 hard with the lenses, I would probably say spring for the one with the lenses. It is a little bit more expensive, but you can also modify the one with lenses on it to be soft, and you can't modify the full color 60 soft to be hard. It's always soft. When you put a DOP choice grid on a light like this, it will cut the output quite a bit. Basically, if you need to push the light really far away, you're gonna get 10 times more output with a lensed version instead of putting a grid on a soft light. But if you need to make your full color 60 hard, a soft light, then you can grab something like a DOP choice softbox and then put put diffusion and a grid on that. Oh, and before I forget, I put this one down here in the frame because I wanted to also mention that Lupo has a full line of Fresnels and they're awesome. This is the Lupo Daylight 650. It's their daylight color temperature small Fresnel that has nice little barn doors that work really well, and it's focusable. It's just a proper LED Fresnel with really high color quality. They also have a Daylight 1000 and a Daylight 2000, and they have them in dual color as well. I really like their Fresnels. They're really top notch. I used one filming a short film one time. I was using the Daylight 2000 dual color. We were filming a short film in a California summer. It was 110 degree heat in the direct sunlight, running for 12 hours all day, and it's a champ. So if you need a high quality Fresnel, I also highly recommend Lupo's Fresnels. So I've now keyed myself up with the Superpanel Full Color 60 hard through the DOP choice softbox. And it's only at 6% power. It's an incredibly powerful light. Speaking of output, I measured the full color 60 with lenses from 1 meter away, and at 100% power, using AC power bricks, I was getting 28,000 lux. That's a ton of output. And using VMAP power, I was able to get up to about 18 to 19,000 lux. And now when measuring the full color output, I usually measure red because that's just what I've been doing. And when I measure a single color channel, it'll give you an idea of what kind of output you can expect from the other color channels by comparison when you watch my previous videos. Using the AC power, I was able to get up to about 8,000 lux using just the red output. And using VMAP power, I was getting between 5,000 and 6,000 lux. So it does look like using AC power will give you a higher maximum output, and using VMAP power will reduce the output by about 25 to 30%. Another thing I really like about Lupo's lights is how quiet they are. All these panels have fans on them, but they're super duper silent. They're all running right now, but you can't hear them even in the most sensitive of audio conditions. If for some reason the fan noise was bothering you, you can turn the fans off and it will reduce the maximum output of your panel by about 50%. So there you go, that's kind of an overview of Lupo's Superpanel Full Color 60 and Lupo as a brand. I really enjoy what they're doing and I love their product line. I think it's excellent. And if you ever have the opportunity to start investing in Lupo's lights or renting Lupo's lights, I recommend you do it. If anything, just because they're so lightweight and easier to haul around to whenever you need them. But that's gonna be it for me today. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give me that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. If you wanna learn more about Lupo's products, I've put links to them in the description of this video. Thanks Lupo for supporting me over these years and sending out these products. I love them. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.